Shine down!
Such a pain.
Snow! flight! Whirling snow! Add astro. Add astro. Thank you for coming. Illusion shattered! Yeah!
I got careless.
Take flight!
Another test subject. A little taste.
Whirling snow!
Freeze! I got careless before me. Taste my blade.
Shine down!
I got pick the wrong test subject.
There is no escape!
Fall free! Will suffice.
Take flight! Whirling snow!
Freeze! The wrong test subject. Fall before me.
Hold the line! Terminate!
And over.
My apologies! Sakura swirl! Illusion shattered! There is no escape! Allow me! Whirling snow!
I'm ready.
Shine down!
Cut down. Like this.
Illusion shattered.
Picked. I'm not careless.
There is no escape.
I got careless. Another test. I got careless.
Illusion shattered.
Picked the wrong test subject. I'm ready. That won't work.
Shine down.
Hold the line. Ha! Ah! My apologies. Kami-sato art. Sumenta!
Inazuma shines eternal.
Fall before me. One cuts the ice. Like this.
Allow me.
Another test subject.
Shine down.
Vice. Test subject. Cheap. Picked. Test subject. I got careless.
Whirling snow.
Illusion shattered.
The wrong test subject. The cheap tricks.
There is no escape.
Rest and reason. Springboard. My apologies.
Fall before
Sakura
me.
swirl.
Torn to oblivion.
Propagate. Take flight.
Fall before me. This. You win this battle. Another test subject.
Illusion shattered. There is no escape. Shine down.
I got you. Picked the wrong test subject. Cheap strength will suffice.
Illusion shattered.
Hold the line. Apologies. Kami-san's out. Sometsu.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Cut down.
There is no escape!
Allow me. Scatter. Whirling snow. Yeah.
I'm ready.
Take flight.
Illusion shattered!
Take this. You win this battle. Time itself is a silent song.
You're back!
Ah, how was your journey through the...
Oh no. She finally got to reunite with an old friend from 100 years ago.
As a researcher, she could perhaps accept it. We should give her some time. And in the future...
I'm back! What? Is there to be no welcoming party?
We've all been waiting for you, Madame Farazan.
That's more like it. Now, here are some components I brought back from the desert. Switch these out with the ones Karkata is using right now, and it'll be back in ship shape. Huh? Why do you all look so solemn? Come now. Liveliness befits youngsters more.
Madame Farazan, did these parts come from...
Come now. I thought that you must have encountered some major problem. This isn't something you have to worry about. Well, it looks like you already know everything, but no need to feel bad. Like I said before, as researchers, we must learn to accept our failures. Tamimi had been operating beyond capacity for a century, and I'm unable to repair it with my current abilities. Not even with these parts. It would thus be much better to use them to extend Karkata's lifespan. As a senior, it is only right that I do something for the people who come after me. That holds true for both researchers and machines. Besides, I didn't say that I would be giving you these parts for free. They will only be used for Karkata temporarily. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to help me with my research. I'll be sure to revive Tamimi once I've fully deciphered and replicated the creations of the ancient civilization.
All right.
Me too. Although, I'm not sure if I'll be much help.
Thank you. If they could remodel Tamimi successfully even back then, there's no reason why we won't be able to do even better. And when that day comes, I'll be sure to say, welcome home, Tamimi.
A blade embraces its duty.
What now? Master said there's no rush. I feel for Madame Forest, but if I get her in trouble with the academia... But if someone does complain to the and if the academia do you have some way to invite her over to Parties the Eye without stepping on the academia's toes? Okay then.
I have to teach students for...
Madame Farazan, we're back.
Well...
Please, Madame Farazan, focus. Huh?
Yes. Why, that lad didn't make it very clear in his letter, now did he?
Yeah, that's right.
Wait. Opportunities for... Also, there isn't much overlap between Madame
A fully automated
A fully automated...
Precisely. I saw a similar mechanism.
A mechanism like that? But we...
Fret not. I'll have Tainari write an official proposal to the academia later.
An official proposal. I'll go inform my superiors now.
Sure. I'll be... Phew. Even though this is our first...
Wow!
Who knows?
Huh?
If I'm right...
What now? Master said there's no rush. I feel for Madame Farazan, but if I get her in trouble... Yeah, that would be... But I'm sure he'll say... Huh? Oh, yes. So if I also stay and help... Okay, then. We're back, Madame Farazan. The Traveler said that she...
Oh! Why, I couldn't ask for more. Is that so? Now, should I apply to teach a course with Haravatat, or join the collaborative project that Kosha...
You might have heard of it before. Haravatat is an academic faction that researches languages...
Now, not was. Still am.
Yes, of course.
In summary, I mean to interpret the configurations and solutions of ruin mechanisms.
The research method is supported by... Also, there are fewer and fewer unexplored ruins left nowadays.
They're far... I'm telling you, that nowadays, Also, the people here think that my research is outdated and unrealistic. So why I think they could all stand to learn from...
Huh? Why me?
If only those who came... Speaking of which, are you feeling better?
I just remembered that I have a lot of studying...
Are you telling me to start a reading...
Huh?
Wait. Although Tainari has academic dealings with the academia, he...
No, she's right. There must surely be many people like Kale and Sumeru who are passionate. The old academia paid no heed to them. Oh, save yourself the extra trouble. I'll come with you. Traveler, Kale...
Wait! if she rushed right in after we arrived. She's really headstrong. Oh, no, not really. It's just that she can get a bit too passionate sometimes. Maybe it's because she wants to. It's just like that researcher said. I don't really get it. But students who are interested, Madame Farazan also refuses to accept random students just to make up numbers. But she seems to like my attitude toward learning. It's because I'm a slow learner that I have no choice, but it's not that. She sometimes brings food to Gandharvaville for me. And each time she says that math, now that you mention it, it does.
Kale, Traveler, thank you for waiting. I argued with the higher-ups and convinced them of their practicality, and if I'm not mistaken, they're the students of my classmates' students. They're a lot less forceful than their predecessors, though.
Amazing.
It's just that we need to fill in every single page of the application. Let's see now. That's a bit too general, I'd say. As such, we'll need a more specific learning objective.
That's true.
And you have your job as a forest ranger, Kale. People who attend this course in the future are also likely to have life commitments.
Math,
It must have been difficult to get booked. Expanding literacy is a capital notion. So that's next on the list. I fear that fair.
me?
Light novels.
Wait for us, You wouldn't think someone as fast as her is over 100. Let's pick up the pace and catch up to her.
What a long and mildly ungrammatical title.
Is this your first time seeing a light novel, ma'am?
Fine.
Of course.
I heard that this book's author describes action in vivid detail.
Now I've only skimmed through a few pages, but it feels like it's all fight scenes.
Subject?
The protagonist just ends up fighting in every scene with no proper build-up. Will anyone even enjoy a story that's only comprised of fights?
How about... the good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly-church.
A reincarnation isekai story?
Isekai? What in the world is that? Also, what tropes? Those fictional rules used to push the plot forward, yes?
Sorry.
However, this book doesn't explain how reincarnation correlates to becoming stronger. Such an illogical...
How about this?
Oh, that's the latest...
Now that's a rather normal title length.
Yes, but I don't like it that much. Madam?
Let me see. Third Eye of Perception, Illusory Mirror, and...
I also thought those names were strange when I was reading them.
It's impossible to derive the meaning of these phrases in isolation. Or did the protagonist purposely create these strange names to disorient their foes? So there's no deeper purpose.
You're right.
Even the most popular book in Sumeru back then had greater depth than anything written today. Yes, a Bahumano researcher wrote it. The plot had many twists. The world building was fantastic. Even the sages back then all described the story as a timeless classic.
Is there a book like that in Sumeru?
It's called Tales of Shariar.
Tales of Shariar?
About 100 years ago.
100 years ago? Are you
The legend of Antara is popular to this very day, isn't it? If an old story like that is still being shared, then...
Even if that is the case, I really don't carry that.
What? I can't believe they've allowed the people of Sumeru to become so uncivilized.
Tales of Shariar. I mean, it is a book from 100...
Tales of Shariar is considered an antique now? How could the academia have let such an excellent work of literature be forgotten like this? Traveler, Kale?
Madam, wait! Oh no. You asked me why It's because I'm afraid of that ancient language she researches. Because I can barely understand. Even so...
Found it! The 5th volume of Tales of Shariar.
Wow, you...
I never thought this book would ever get sold.
All right, that's our teaching material.
Luckily, the language being...
As long as the writing is good, readers won't need any illustrations to imagine the scenes. Worry not. I shall thoroughly explain the difficult sections. After all this time, I wonder if Aaliyah and Aziz ended... Sir, do you have this... Is that so? And here I thought I could finally read the ending. If I'm to use it as a teaching material, it's better to start earlier in... Is this series really...
No. It's not popular at all.
No demand? Impossible.
Seriously? No one told me that this book...
Where did you get this from?
I'm afraid not. This book was sold together with a whole bunch of antique furniture. Otherwise, the Matra would have come knocking. Wait, is this book actually worth a lot?
That's impossible. No matter how strict the academia was...
I do remember a passerby skimming through the book a few days...
He sighed? Why would he react like that? I'm sorry. Traveler, Kale, please give me a moment. Why is there another misunderstanding between Aaliyah and Aziz? And a new character is introduced with no foreshadowing at all? Is this really the tales of...
Well, that passerby reacted in much the same... It's Madar from the cafe over there. You know, since that's also a very old story, maybe he knows a thing or two about that.
Then let's go ask around at the cafe.
Huh?
Another...
Excuse me?
Yes!
What? Sorry.
It's fine. I'm used to it.
Do you know about Tales of
Huh? Tales of Shariar? My master always talked about how incredibly popular that book used to be.
Your master?
Yes, the one who taught me how to be a storyteller. He also said that this great-great-grandmaster was an academia He wrote 4 volumes back then, and the reviews just got...
And then? What happened next?
Oh, it's hard to tell when it comes to trends. One day everyone instead of writing a proper ending, to tap into popular trends, he added a lot of
How could that be?
In the end, there's no ending. The great-great-grandmaster tried to write a few. He got so infuriated that he stopped.
What? So there's no ending?
By that time, anyway, my master probably exaggerated. The only tangible thing my great-great-grandmaster left is the original draft of... He also left behind many theses from... My master is a much better storyteller than me. But even he won't recite Tales of Shariar.
So, Antara's story is the one...
Well, not even sages can definitively ascertain the
Only time?
Madame Farazan?
It's been 100 years. Perhaps something's...
Yeah! Master helped me find a lot of famous... No matter how good those stories are.
That is true. What was popular 100 years ago could be completely forgotten in modern times. If Tales of Shariar hadn't chased after trends and instead stuck to its original style from start, it might have stood some chance of gaining renewed popularity. No.
Hardcover?
I don't really get what...
How unseemly. I almost got carried away because of a No. Kale, you found a book that you liked at the bookstall, yes? Then we'll use that book as our teaching material. As for the academia, as long as we come up with an appropriate course name, we should be able to get away with this. My, it sounds like you've dealt... Now then, let's but if Speaking of which, other than third eye of perception, such things as... Why do people use dark history to refer to awkward or... If one of our learning objectives...
Oh, I can tell you what that's all about. Apparently, in their youth, some people used to imagine them, but as they grew older, they started to become embarrassed by such memories.
Mata? You know...
Huh? Why so suddenly?
I...
that there's no rush. I feel for Madam, but if I get her in yeah, that would be the best. But I'm sure he'll say, huh? Oh, so if I also stay and help? Okay then. We're back, Madam Farazan. The Traveler said that she...
Oh, why I couldn't ask for more. Is that so? Good. Now, should I apply to teach a course? I don't know if Tainari's told you about this before, but while my research involves I don't belong to Kasharawar, which specializes in researching mechanisms, nor am I in Spontamod, which specializes in...
She has been invited to
Just listen to how they introduce themselves. In the future, Kasharawar will be the only Darshan with the ability to research mechanisms. Besides, the current... If they're trying to use the collaborative project...
No, that's not it. The request this time is from Akara Crafts, the representative of Kasha...
Oh, respect? Oh, my. Putting aside my ideological...
Yeah, Akara Crafts.
In summary, Akara Crafts wants to... The academia...
True.
Madam Farazan, you still haven't...
Anise, Kasharawar's representative, should...
Port Ormos? Now there's a place I haven't been to in a long time.
I probably can't join you since Port Ormos is a little far from here.
No worries. Go do your homework, Kale. Thank you. Why, I'd even call this a rare...
Madam Farazan! Oh,
All right, calm down. Let me be clear. After all, you're here as representative...
either way, it's... Now, we've given Akara Crafts...
That's expected. Students who have never had to deal with budgetary...
If you join the Kasharawar, your budget will be as big as you want it to be. I guarantee...
That's enough. I will not repeat myself. Take me to Akara Crafts owner first.
All right. Mamdu, the one I recommended is...
So you're...
Yes.
Wonderful. We've made many suggestions,
These early learning toys come...
but if they're too complicated, not only will they be expensive to produce considering our production capabilities, but
So the design can't be too complicated.
I remember that in your notes.
The contraptions in my notes. I didn't create those. But now that you mention it,
you have an idea already? I suppose I should have expected... Oh, you're done already?
let me explain. These 3 thick lines represent 3 poles. These paper strips of varying lengths represent rings of different sizes. They can be slotted onto the poles and stacked up like a tower.
Well, that is easier to make than I expected. So, how is this game played?
That's very simple as well. You just need to shift the tower from this pole to another pole.
Isn't this a little too simple? Even by the standards of an early learning toy, I mean.
Of course, when moving each ring, the paper strips in this case, you must follow one rule. You can only move 1 ring at a time, and you can't place a bigger ring on top of a smaller one. It's like building a tower. The rings in the 3 poles must be stacked from big to small. I named this toy Pagoda Stack.
Pagoda stack.
That sounds way too simple. Even I feel like it's missing something.
Give it a try and you'll find out if it's simple or not. I heard from Anise that you find volunteers to try out the toys, right? Why don't we do the same for this game?
It's such a simple toy. There's no need to...
Mamdu, let's just do as she says.
Okay, then.
And that's how you play this game. You can all give it a try. See,
You called everyone.
it doesn't look like it'll take that many steps.
Come on, we all promised to help Mr. Momdu test out the new toys. He said he'd give us new Genius Invocation TCG cards.
Ugh, fine.
Done. It took me 19 steps.
Huh? It took me over 20 steps.
I only needed 18 steps.
Not bad. Look then, let's increase the difficulty. The next
Wait, well, since we're already...
An extra layer shouldn't make...
What's going on? I've already moved over 30 steps, but I'm still not done yet.
I'm almost done.
Done! It took me 35 steps.
What?
This pagoda stack toy is pretty fun.
Good. We'll try it one final time. This time we'll... Momdu, we've still got quite a few paper strips here.
Do you need that many steps for something this simple?
Madam Faruzan,
You were looking at it quite seriously just now. If you want to test out your hypothesis, you'll just have to play and find out.
Got it.
Ah, we don't have enough paper strips left for you, Traveler. However, why don't you guess what the lowest number of steps needed to solve a 7-layer pagoda stack is? Oh, color me impressed. You figured it out so quickly. Let's see how well they do then.
If I move this small ring, then the...
I've lost count of how many steps.
This got a lot harder.
I solved it.
That many?
For every extra layer in the pagoda stack, the move order you...
More accurately, it will require double the steps, plus 1 each time. You did well. The complexity of any given contraption isn't determined by the number of parts it has.
Oh, I see. No wonder you emphasized...
I see. So even a simple...
That's right. The rules used for Pagoda Stack are the simplest kind when it comes to... I could spend some time picking out all those machines that do something similar and write... Once that happens, you can give the volunteers the reference book and paper prototypes. Do you have any other toys?
Yeah, when...
In about 2 days or so, I think.
Of course.
2 days should be enough for us to find more volunteers. Then we can organize a huge conference here. You'd be most welcome.
Thank you for coming here with me today.
Is Madam Faruzan really going to mentor me? What an honor. I'm sure she'll say helping with illustrations isn't mentoring. So, don't tell her I said that.
No wonder she's so well respected at the academia. Don't let her know I said that.
We need to wait 2 whole days before we get the new toys?
It might just be all reference stuff. It'll be a long time before we can play with the real toys.
Guess all we can do is play Genius Invocation TCG in the meantime. I'll be going then. Say hi to Tainari and Kale for me if you can. Anise. We haven't had much time to get to know each other. She's able to calmly figure out the basic principles behind something without being influenced by others. I'll do my best to teach her over the next few days. Well, her interest lies in the application of mechanisms. I do have some old knowledge to share, but if we think about the future, my research into mechanisms is, in a sense, if she becomes my student to learn how to make modern contraptions, it wouldn't benefit However, if she develops an interest in deciphering ancient texts, if I successfully poach a student, those young punks at Haravatat will have one less reason to cut my budget. Perhaps if this collaborative project goes smoothly, I can even I could come up with lots of ideas. You're right. Explanations are a core part of early development. By using detailed and accurate illustrations, we can impart knowledge more effectively. Thank you.
Oh, you're here.
We've called up everyone we possibly could have. This is...
My masterpiece is going... To sum up, the 24 forms of pressure-based... All right, let's go to the next page. Now, I'll explain... I don't understand.
Are these really toys?
They sound a bit...
Oh,
well, we've prepared paper prototypes for everyone.
Oh, this is no fun.
I want to go home and play...
Forget it. I don't.
I should go home and take...
How did this happen?
I'm sorry. I think we...
No, you simply gave suggestions. I will find a way to make up for this error.
excuse me, but are you...
Ah, you're that man-mount...
Do I stand out that much? Let me introduce myself.
What's the branch master?
I came to Port Ormos to visit some old friends. Can you print a few more copies of this booklet and sell them to the Adventurers Guild?
What does the adventure...
You may see them as toys, but to adventurers who need to deal with all sorts of machines and contraptions, we have many members who can't read, even if the academia granted public access to...
And our book...
Well, it is...
It might be a bit too difficult for children, but it's perfect for adventurers. If you can make wooden versions for demonstration purposes, if we can supply a model set for each branch, and if each adventurer carries a booklet with them...
You really think so? I mean, yes.
Making models of contraptions for the Adventurers Guild? To be...
we'll probably have to send in a separate application, but after all, this concerns safety during the exploration of ruins.
Then let's cut to the chase and discuss the details of our first order. This much. Delicious food, freshly made.